Is good to finally be back. Where have I been all this time? Excluding the recent shorts and videos I've made on both channels or anywhere else really? To tell you the truth, to finally be able to tell you the truth, I've been lost. I had no more motivation in me to make videos like I used to after going all out on this video. It doesn't matter if you haven't watched it, but if you did, then you'll be able to see I put a lot of effort into it. From the barely noticeable secrets to the humble errors of video editing. Don't get me wrong, I loved everything about it. It was really fun directing a team of friends. They were the support I needed to push through the pain of working on the video behind the scenes, and the life I lived behind the scenes. This topic will be later discussed in this video. Right now, I have to take care of the filler to see if you watch this video to the end. I want you to either brace for impact or skip to the next chapter of the video. Please, I promise you're gonna want to listen to it more than you're about to hear. Suppose you would like to know more about it before the video gets there by itself, which is certainly what the premiere viewers will have to suffer from until it becomes a regular video. I suggest skipping to the next chapter of the video. Now let's begin. Assuming you don't know who I am or have forgotten who I was due to the lack of uploads, and this video happens to find you on your homepage or shared with you by someone who cares about you, I don't know. I often ask myself, why did I really make this channel? Why did I let it die? With enough time, I'll be able to find out who I am in this life because I finally had the chance to. I unfortunately had to sacrifice my channels to focus on myself so I could heal, which was very difficult when everything I did was made to please others. I may have already said from the previous videos in this compilation that I started this channel because I was bored during the lockdown, but I will also add to it that the goal of mine was to reach 1,000 subscribers back then, so that my friends and family would know that I'm alive and well by being recommended to the videos. And when I did, I had no other goal. So what, is that it? That's the reason why I came back to YouTube? So my friends and family can see me alive and well? Yes and no. Mostly no. Obviously my goal has evolved over time. Take a look at this description, for example. Assuming it is still 2024, which I doubt it due to how late we started production, I reflected on my past. I see that you followed my suggestion to skip to this part. Congratulations to all of you who have made it to the section. You better pat yourself on the back. I better warn you though, what I'm about to say covers harsh and very sensitive topics that one could easily relate to because they're going through it right now. I have carried on the dark past ever since I made this channel. Behind the scenes of those innocent videos, I had been going through emotional abuse since the day I started this channel. Emotional abuse feels like the weakest form of abuse, but it can be much worse, or as equally brutal as others. I forced myself to hide this truth from all of you, even myself. But now that I'm free, I would like to share you my story and hope that you may free yourself.
March 2nd. I was on the brink of suicide from a very long time of emotional abuse and damage. You all know how difficult it is to go through it, to recover from it, or get over it in an unhealthy way. I'm glad I didn't die on that day. My mom and other family members were there for me, and now I am free from the cause of this emotional abuse. As my junior year ended, I began to try to better myself. The first big step, I got to work at the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. I originally planned on getting the job a few years earlier, but was forced to not go, even though it would have been a good job experience. Well, now that that cause of emotional abuse is over, I tried again. Was blacklisted, but after I pleaded my case, I had a great summer working there with my brother, which made both of our first jobs special. It was amazing to work alongside my brother to grow a relationship with someone I had lived for so long, yet never knew for the longest time. I felt like I got something back, something I wouldn't have experienced if I committed suicide on that day. Then when my senior year started, I kept on getting stronger. I continued to try to regain the things I lost. Like my good friend Vivian, who I'm currently playing with in this game as I currently speak. She was always there for me, and still is. She brought a whole new perspective into my life. I can't thank you enough, Vivian, for helping me stay strong, helping me keep going. Thank you, Vivian. Till this day, even after recording this script, she is still with me. On my birthday, she gave me this purple scarf, which also looks like a mask if you put it on right. Thank you for all the gifts, Vivian. People like her mean a lot to me in my life. I won't go into detail, but I'll tell you, when you get torn down that hard in life, it's hard to see the good. I realized right away that I had to break free, and I did. And now I'm staying strong, and I want to move forward with my life. And I'm going to continue to work until I get it. I'm going to graduate. I'm going to go to college. I will achieve everything I want in life.
I am soon going to become an adult. I have to actively turn my life around, for there will be no excuse for me in whatever drama I'll end up in. I plan to walk a straight path, and my future self better ensure that I do just as I am doing it now.
Bringing up the mission on my channel description, because of what I had to go through, I want to inspire others to break from it. So now I'm going to dedicate this channel to making inspirational and motivational cartoons and animations that will help you out as well.
I am calling it The Last Manarians. There's already a script concept of it on Wattpad, but I am confident to believe the concept will change over time before I confirm it for the final product. If written right, you will understand why I added this when it should be controversial.
Assuming you're watching this 3 years from now, I hope you have enjoyed what has been uploaded. The people motivated right now, we could potentially make a change by motivating others so they can make a change in other people's lives. We could turn this miserable life to somewhat a less miserable life, maybe even completely, if we go the extra mile to doing so. Even if I don't know you, I can understand that 2024 was a rough year. You may have gotten through more personal issues, but I promise that things are gonna get better. I mean, look. Corey X Kenshin came back. Skylery came back. I came back to tell you that things can get better. I am still alive to this day. And I feel like it's to be the living example that things are gonna get better. Because if they didn't, I wouldn't be alive to tell you any of this. And now that I've lived the best life. I want to spread this positivity to your life so you feel less anxious of entering the new year. 2024 may have been my golden year, whilst I guess am I most powerful? 2025 is a symbol of new beginning for all of us. We need to rise up now. We need to make a change. I bet you're worried about what may happen now that TikTok is likely getting banned in days. Maybe this video came out on a day that it got banned, or is about to, or already has. Like, you're probably watching this late during 2025 and things have gotten worse. Why did they get worse? Because we did nothing. We have to do something now. We have to make sure the future is in our hands. It's always been, but we never acknowledge it. We will no longer be passive. We are going to change our lives for the better. We're going to change other people's lives for the better so that the world is better.
So let's make 2025 the greatest year the world has ever known!
We can do it.
Let as many people know that you care about them by sharing this very video to them.
Thank you for watching.
Sometimes you gotta let them go, oh. I know it's hard, but you're better on your own, oh. I know the scars got you feeling all alone, oh. I know it's hard, but you gotta let them go, oh. Say it with me, everything is okay, yeah.
Come on, Tyler.
Yeah. But you gotta let them go, oh. I know it's hard, but you're better on your own.
Alright, let me try.
On your own, oh.
Does that count?
Senior Veronica Senior Jack Mackenzie.
Yeah, I'm all alone and still learning to let go.
Senior Jalen.
I'll carry on my own and find out where I belong. And I just need to move on. I have hope, I'm open to a new place. A new road, I'm on my own, but I'm better off alone. Yeah, I'm can move. Yeah, I'm all alone and still learning to let go. I'll carry on my own and find out where I belong. And I just need to move on. I have hope, I'm open to a new place, a new road. I'm on my own, but I'm better off alone. Yeah, I'm better off alone. Hey, 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 hey. Whoa.
Let her rip. It's good. I'm clicking the wrong thing. Oh.
Where did you go when I was down and I needed you most, yeah? Where did you go when I was alone just looking for hope, yeah? I worked on myself, learned a few lessons. Without you I spread my wings to the heavens. But where did you go when I was down and I needed you most, yeah? As you can get now, cut out the negative. It stays away if you make sure not to let it in. A different purpose, I'm a different person. The best revenge is I've been feeling real blessed to be alive, to be in this life. I got a new chance to move on and thrive. So I'll stay strong, I'll live life. I'll be wrong, I'll be right. I'll work hard, see new sights. I'll look deep, yeah, inside. And I'll never look back with any regret. I always tried, always did my best. Pass or fail, at least I took the test. Now I'm just ready for what's next. Let's go! Where did you go when I was alone, just looking for hope, yeah? I worked on myself, learned a few lessons. Without you I spread my wings to the heavens. But where did you go when I was down and I needed you most, yeah? There's things I can't seem to let go, and I feel like I'm all on my own. And some days it gets worse, and the memories hurt.
It's like one in a
But I
lifetime
hope that one
opportunity.
day I let go. And my trust has been torn and shredded, it's been rough. But I try to forget it and move on to a place where I can grow. It's time, not holding back. I'm coming and coming fast. I know what I wanna have. The dream is to detach from all that is bad, the things holding me back, the people that didn't last, the evil that kept me mad. This is my life, it's my time to do things just how I like. My runway for the lights, I'ma take flight. And my God is my purpose and my fight. If you feel the same, let me hear you say. Sometimes things will get hard and leave you covered in scars, but I know I can get out of this. And I feel like life moves way too fast to hold on to things from the past. So goodbye to things I'll never miss.